What's up, money growers? Jacob back here with another video, and I want to talk about something today that could be very helpful to a lot of you that are trying to get out of debt. I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret of something that really, I wish I knew this a long time ago, and I can guarantee you most people don't even know that this is possible, okay? Because it goes very contrary to what you hear and just what you're used to, what you're seeing in the world of debt and credit and finance and loans and having to pay stuff off and pay things back. But this is a tool that you can use if you're in a good situation to be able to handle this, that you can really take advantage of to help pay off debt, whether it's credit card debt, student loan, or anything like that. So let's go ahead and talk about this, right? Because paying off debt can suck, right? Obviously it can. Okay, I myself have paid off over $100,000 of student loan debt in my life, and that shit wasn't fun. All right, to put it lightly. Now, having that debt obviously sucks because it shows up on your credit report. So if you want, in the future, to get something like you want to get a mortgage, right? Or you need to get a car loan or something like that, and you have all this student loan debt, you have like a negative net worth like I had for years. I had a very negative net worth. Then it makes those things hard. Even if you want to say just you want to apply for an apartment or something like that, and they look at your debt to income ratio, they want to, or they pull your credit report and they see how much debt you have on there, that can hurt you, okay? So when it comes to those kinds of things, it's frustrating. I know it's frustrating. I know sometimes it feels like an insanely long uphill battle, and it can be, depending on your situation. I know it took me years to get out of my student loan debt, and I did it quicker than most. So, when that's the situation, it sucks and it's bad to be in, all right? Now, obviously, unless you have a high income where, it offsets the debt that you have, right, and your debt-to-income ratio still looks pretty good, the more debt you have, the more your debt-to-income ratio is going to look bad. So here's a little secret we're going to talk about that, like I said, I wish I knew this earlier, and most people don't know this when it comes to credit, is that lenders are not legally, listen to this, lenders are not legally required to report your loan to the credit bureaus. So I wish I knew that sooner. I really wish I did. Now, many lenders will. I would probably say even that most will. But, even when I first heard that, I was like, wait, what? I was talking to the rep at this company, and I'll tell you about it in a minute, who I was like, wait a second, like you don't tell the credit bureaus, like it doesn't report. I'm like, so I was just like totally stuck when the guy told me that. He goes, yeah, because they got you pretty well trained, don't they? I'm like, yeah, because you would think that it would, because that's what you're used to. Like you open up a credit card, you get a personal loan, you get a mortgage, you get anything like that. You're used to saying, okay, it's not going to show up on my credit report, right? Any credit card you get, you think of, all right, well now it's going to cut down my average age of credit and things like that. So really, so many of us, myself included, have just come to expect that any credit card you get or any loan you get, it's just going to show up on your credit report because most of the time it does. So that's what you're used to. That's what I'm used to. But, we've come to expect that. But however, there are lenders who will give you a loan, and they'll give you a loan, but they will not tell any of the bureaus that you have a loan with them, right? So one of the places that does this is called Bankers Healthcare Group, or BHG. I actually did do a video on them before. I'll probably do more videos on them in the future because this is just a unique offering that you don't hear about a whole lot. So there are some lenders like this who they will give you that loan, and they're not telling the bureaus one thing. BHG, Bankers Healthcare Group, as they're known for short, BHG will actually give you loans up to like $200,000 or something like that. And they'll give personal loans. So if you want to use it for debt consolidation, if you want to use it to buy a car, if you want to use it to take a vacation, pay for a wedding, you can use it to start a business, right? All kinds of things that you can use their loans for. They'll give you that loan, and you're gonna get a hard inquiry. So the way they do it, and it could vary a little bit from institution to institution, but the way BHG does it is you just apply, and that'll be a soft pull, and then they'll tell you everything you qualify for, right? The amount you qualify for, whether it's higher or lower than you wanted. They'll tell you like, all right, the interest rates they can get you, the terms they can get you, all that kind of stuff. And then if you choose to accept any of those, you choose to accept a loan and work out whatever the terms you work out with them, then it's going to be a hard inquiry. But that's it. After a hard inquiry, people get hard inquiries on their credit report. Maybe they get denied for a car, it's a hard inquiry, or denied for a loan, that's a hard inquiry. That's all the credit bureau is going to see is the hard inquiry part. So they will not tell the bureau, though, if you accept the loan with them. So think about this. So say you had credit card debt of like $40,000. You're in debt up to the tune of $40,000 with credit card for whatever reason, whether you were irresponsible in the past and now you're cleaning that up, you fix that, or maybe you had some medical bills or something along those lines. Plenty of different things could happen in that situation. So let's say you have $40,000 of credit card debt. So now your debt to income ratio probably looks bad. Unless you have like a really high income, your debt to income is bad. But you've got a good income now, or you're cleaning things up, right? You've learned from whatever mistakes you had, or you're just trying to dig yourself out of the unfortunate situation you were in, and you're going to be able to pay it off over time. But you have that $40,000 looming over you and looming over your credit reports. And maybe there's something you want to get. Maybe you do need to get another car soon, and you want to take out a loan, and you're having issues qualifying for it, right? Just throwing out scenarios here. So now what you know is you have an option to get a loan from a lender. You can treat it as a debt consolidation loan, but you can get a loan from a lender who does not report to the credit bureau. So think of what that can do for you. So think about that. So, you get the hard inquiry, or at least with BHG, you're going to get one. Some other places, maybe not, who knows. But at least with BHG, you're going to get one if you're approved and you accept the loan. Okay, but the bureaus, they're not going to know you have that loan. So you've got the $40,000 in credit card debt. You get a loan for $40,000 from a lender here that doesn't report to the bureaus. You take that loan, pay off the credit card debt. Now you still have your $40,000 that you owe. Now you just have to pay off this lender instead of paying off the credit card companies. Now the credit card companies are going to report that to the bureaus, and the bureaus are not going to see that your credit card debt is gone. So they're going to like, wow, this person paid off their credit card debt. Cool. That's what they're going to think. They're going to think, all right, cool. This person is now more credit worthy, and you look better, right? Can help your credit score go up and all those kinds of things. The credit bureaus, none of them are going to have any idea you've got this $40,000 loan over here, because this lender didn't tell them about it. So you've got this situation under control where you've got this $40,000 loan now that you're paying off because you knew you could handle it. You just need to get out of your credit card debt and try to help clean up your credit situation. You've now just got this $40,000. You just take it from over here, paid it off, and now you have it over here. But the credit bureaus are now out of the picture. That's the beauty of it. So there are ways you can actually use this. A lot of people use this when they're trying to rebuild credit or get out of credit card debt. Or they're trying to do a debt, basically use it as a debt consolidation loan, that kind of thing, because they don't want the bureaus to know about it, because they don't want it to screw up their utilization, or they don't want to screw up their debt to income ratio, or stuff like that. So this is another tool, another weapon that you have to use in the world of credit that most people don't know about. I didn't know about this till recently. I wish I had known about this beforehand. So there's just so much, because we're not taught credit in school. We're not taught really much of anything with finance in school. I mean, coming from a guy who has a bachelor's and master's degree in business, I've taken classes in finance and accounting, and you learn finance, you might learn some cool stuff that you can use in the actual real world, maybe for investing or that kind of thing, but not a whole lot. Even in finance classes, I'm going to say it's not a whole lot. So stuff like this, you're not taught this. Even these options, I thought, if you got a credit card, you got a loan, it's going to get reported to the bureaus. I didn't know that till, well, most people never know it. They never learn it. But I didn't know that till recently, that that's an option. So for someone who's in that kind of debt, you have an option like this to find a lender who does not report to the credit bureau, because they don't legally have to do it. It's just common practice, obviously, that most places are going to do that. So you don't have to do that. You can take advantage of a loan like this. If you think it'll help your situation, hey, take a look into it, see if it works for you, and if it does, go for it. But hey, guys, I want to share this with you because I thought this was going to be some great information for some people. Just something that I learned recently in my life that said a lot of people never get to learn in their lives. So I hope it was helpful for you. Tell me what you think about this. Think it's a good thing? Think it's a bad thing? Or whatever. Whatever you think about it, I want to hear about it down below. Thanks for spending some of your time with me today. I really do appreciate it. I hope this video was helpful to a lot of you. That's going to be it for this video. Until next time, keep growing your money.